Right, hopefully this is working now. I don't know. I'm on my phone, so my laptop's bust, as you know. Actually, I'll have a little go while I'm waiting for people to come in. It's just a quick one. Just a quick touch base, everybody. See how you're all doing. Can't share anything on the screen because you need a laptop to do that. So I can only have a little chat with yous. Okay. Just while I'm here, I'm just going to have a quick go on my laptop, see if it works. Right. It's still bricked. I literally just threw it in the... I threw it, but I've got it back out just in case. Right then. Hello, Lilybell. I just thought I'd jump on. I haven't had chance to really vent about the budget. Nah, it's definitely gone. And I need to vent. I need to get this out because I am so sick of this government. I knew they were going to be bad. I knew Starmageddon was going to be chaos. Hello, Philip. How you doing? I knew it was going to be chaotic. We all knew, but it's definitely bricked. And you know, this laptop, I'm so annoyed. I've had it just under 3 years. That's not a lot, and I don't use it all the time. I only use it for streaming. But I've Googled it. It's an Asus Flip something, and apparently it's a common fault with them. So I could maybe contact Asus, see if they'll refund me. I don't know. Anyway, I've got my phone. That's the main thing. Hi, Steve. Hi, Tamsin. Hi, Sing Blue Silver. Can just let me know. Can you hear me okay? Because I'm on my phone. I'm not used to this. I've got no microphone. I can't share my screen or anything. So it's just me moaning, basically. Hi, Cindy. Hi, everybody. Oh, thanks, Cindy, darling. Hi, lovely jubbler. I will be getting a new phone next year. Thank you. Hi, Avogadro. Hello, Mr. Steve. Tamsin's here. Hi, darling. Lee says sounds good. Fab. Do you know the amount of stuff that's been going on with this government? Just as my laptop breaks, that budget was the most leaked budget of all time. Thank you very much, Philip. It was the most leaked budget ever. And you know, they dropped leaks out to test how their backbenchers would cope. That budget was a Labour backbench to stop the Green Party from taking more and more of their voters away, because the Green Party, even though they're utter scumbags and they are far left, full-blown communist globalist crazies, they are third. Hi, Kaz. They are third in the polls. Why hasn't Kaz got a spanner? Labour are fourth in the polls. Fourth. Behind the Greens that are on 17 points as of today's latest poll. Reform are on front, then the Tories, then Labour, and then the Green Party. So Labour, they've been going to the right recently to try and appease the Reform voters. But now the crazy Greens are hot on their heels, and this your party, their party, nonsense party, the Muslim Islamic Party of Palestine. Hi, Carlos. They had to go back to the left. So they were dropping these little hints at what they were going to do, and then they do a reverse, and then a double reverse lap, and then the OBR literally released the whole thing before the statement anyway. It was the most bizarre, embarrassing moment in history. This government, every time they do something, I think they can't get any worse, and then they do something else, and they just shock me. They're going to be charging people to drive their electric cars. Do you remember when we were told, buy electric cars, you don't have to pay any road tax, no MOTs, you're doing all this for the environment? No, because your battery lasts 10 years. And guess what? We have to rape the earth of minerals to put in these electric cars. And then in 10 years' time, the batteries get thrown away. Where do they get thrown away to? In landfill. It makes no sense. Now, you've bought this electric car, you found out the environment's actually no better for it, and then we're going to charge you to drive it. You could not make this shit up. I told you it was going to be a rant, didn't I? Oh, thank you, Cindy, darling. Is that the real Kaz? I'll give you a spanner if I can. I'm having a bit of a moan, guys. Sorry about this. I can't show you anything on the screen. I'm very frustrated. Very, very frustrated. But anyway, I wanted to get that off my chest. They've frozen bingo tax. Bingo to try and get the pensioners back on side. How many people go to bingo and want their bingo froze? They've put a gambling tax on. They're taxing milkshakes, I think. Did they actually put that on in the end? I know they were gonna. Let me just give you a spanner, darling. Let off the steam. Well, thank you very much, lovely jubbly, because it needs to be done, guys. And I'm sorry. I just rant on. We all need a good rant, says Spark Swain. Thank you to our member in the house, the 99p, the memberships. I've turned them off on the Curious Bunny. We are not monetized on this channel, so if you do get an ad, it's YouTube, not me. So just skip it because it's nothing to do with me. You're very welcome, Kaz, my lovely. So I wanted to talk about that. Another thing I wanted to talk about was, you guys know that I've been going on about Russia and Ukraine war for the last 3 years. It's been going on. It'll be 4 years in February. The Russia-Ukraine war started. Hi, Dr. Pepper, Dr. Piper. Hi, Danny. How you doing? How you all doing? Hope you're all okay. You get the spastics coming in and being just you know, trolls. Just ignore them. Just ignore them. Okay, so another thing I want to talk about was the Ukraine situation. Now, I don't know whether you guys are aware, I know I've been going about this for quite a while now, that Ukraine actually did a coup on their government. This Zelensky, he was pushed, he was a comedian, right? And he was pushed in by the globalists because they want to use Ukraine as basically their drug running business. The Ukraine government is extremely corrupt. There are lots of reporters over the years have actually been put to death because they're talking about things they're not supposed to talk about. But we're not supposed to know this. We're supposed to just pretend that Ukraine is all fluffy and they don't have any Nazis there. Well, that isn't true, because anyone that's studied Ukraine knows about the Azov Brigade, who are openly Nazis. Anywho, today, Zelensky's right-hand man has actually had his offices raided for corruption. Yes, so he's gone. Yeah, traffic, yeah. And don't forget that the old Kung Flu, apparently, and this was confirmed by Zelensky, there was actually, they had factories there making these viruses. And when it come out that Putin was going to invade Ukraine, he actually said on live TV, I need to shut down the factories. He should not have said it, but he did. I think that is where this come from. I think the China thing is a massive LARP, and to try and make people hate China, when the real problem is actually the West and Ukraine. Anyway, moving on from that, back to what's happening today. So his right-hand man, I think it's his chief of staff, I might be wrong, I might be wrong, I need to double check that, so don't quote me, but I know that his right-hand man has had to resign because he's been investigated for, hello monitoring, for corruption. There is a lot going on in Ukraine that people have had the wool pulled over their eyes. There's still a house up here where I live there's 2 Ukraine flags. It's just absolute insanity. We're just told, just blanket, don't watch RT, don't listen to the other side. It's his chief of staff, I just checked. Don't look at the other side. I'm not saying that Russia are great, okay? I'm not saying that I support either side. But when you are told you are only to look at that, and you're not allowed to look at that, you're not allowed to see any news or any information on that, you can only look at that, you will support that. They even banned if you're not in the UK, you won't know what I'm talking about, but if you're in the UK, you will know about the meerkat thing, yeah? The meerkat ad, the Russian meerkat in his smoking jacket. They banned the meerkat ad because he was Russian. They banned Russians from the Olympics. YouTube still do not monitor Russian YouTube channels, monetize Russian YouTube channels, and they're monitoring them. That's still today now. They will not monetize Russian YouTube channels. Literally, the discrimination against Russian people. You know, why would an Olympian not be allowed to? Why would an Olympian not be allowed to be in their sport that they've trained for? It's shocking. Whereabouts are you monitoring? What's this? Add a Q&A sticker. What's this? I'm getting all this stuff popping up. Oh, this is all new. Ukraine was named the most corrupt country in the world. I've got nothing against our European brothers and sisters. I know Ukrainians, and they're really nice people, but they're very similar to the Polish, again, very nice people. It's not the people's fault. It's the actual leaders in these countries. The Ukrainians are not allowed to have a vote. They're not allowed to have an election. So jealous of Russia. It's insane. Yeah, I agree. I'm in Ireland. Well, hello over there. How you doing? Amethyst is here. What about the bean? Yeah, no black hole. I'm just going back through the chat because I've missed some chat. You get, hi Lance, you get charged with corruption in Ukraine if you don't steal enough. It's true. But if you say that in the mainstream media, you'll be completely and utterly censored. We don't do that here. No, it's not the citizens' fault at all. I'll never forget when they did the World Cup in Russia. I think it was, gosh, where are we now? Was it about 8 years ago? Maybe a bit less. Was it 2018? Hang on. I think it might have been 28. Sorry? I think it was 2012. It wasn't that old. That was when the Olympics was here. That wasn't, no, it wasn't that long ago. Oh, sorry, anyway, they had the World Cup at Russia. Anyone want to double check that? And I'll never forget the government. This was before the Ukraine war. It was about 8 years ago-ish. It would have been an even year, so 7 years ago, something like that. And the government, they didn't stop people traveling to Russia, but they tried to scare people traveling to Russia. They said, don't go to Russia. They said they're very hostile towards us, and, you know, they're our enemy and all this stuff. And I'll never forget the England fans just went because they'd already bought their tickets. And they said that it was the most welcoming place they had ever been. They were treated with respect. They were friendly. And they had a great time. I'll never forget that. And they come back, and the England fans were going on social media in their droves saying that they are glad they never listened. So there's your proof that they just lie. We are treated like children. And don't even get me started on what David Lammy is doing, Calamity Lammy is doing to our justice system. They're getting rid of juries. I don't know if we've got any friends who aren't in the UK here. And by the way, happy Thanksgiving for yesterday to our American friends. We don't have it here because you're celebrating getting away from us, so we're not really going to celebrate that, but there you go. Yeah, so I don't know if you're aware of this, if you're in Ireland or if you're in America. We're only going to be having juries now at trials for the most serious crimes. So murder, rape, serious. Yeah, you're over there, aren't you, Swain? Serious things. If it's not that, let's just say, I don't know, assault or I'm guessing common assault. What else? Manslaughter. I don't know. I know murder's going to have a trial. Fraud. I'm just trying to think of all the things that are still felonies, but they're not murder or rape or, you know, there's going to be no jury. They are actually getting rid of jury trials. They're saying we can't afford them. We can't afford them. So why have all the taxes gone through the roof? I'll tell you why. It's to pay for all this nonsense in this country. This government are not fit for... They couldn't run a bath. And the more and more I see of them, the more and more mad I get. So when I'm back to my normal, it's Black Friday, isn't it? I'm going to have a look round and see if there's anything I can get on payments, maybe. Because to do a show, just for those of you who don't know, to do a show, I need a laptop so I can show what I'm doing. I can put it on the screen. I can show you videos. I can show you clips. When I'm on my phone, I'm just talking. And it's so annoying because I want to show you what I'm seeing, and it is so frustrating. Unless StreamYard have actually upped their game and done it, but my phone probably couldn't deal with that anyway because it's a couple of years old now. But this what is happening in the news is just absolutely mind-blowing. I do want to mention as well, I will be doing this on the Curious Bunny. I don't know whether you guys know, but there's more coming out about the UFO stuff, and it's all coming out in America in Congress. Apparently it's going to be landing. Trump has apparently gone to the Italian newspapers and said that he's in possession of this secret to do with UFOs, and he's going to be announcing it soon. So watch this space. I don't cover that on this channel, but watch this space. They reckon by 2027 they will tell us that there is an alien spaceship on its way. Watch this space. Again, it'll just be a distraction. There isn't an alien spaceship on its way. I believe these things are probably already here and not what you think. But anyway, that's not for this channel. Just watch this space. I seen that in the news yesterday in the alternative media. What else was I going to talk about? I know the budget was one. I will say Kemi Badenoch did fantastic on Wednesday. Absolutely. You know, she's finally coming into her own. I won't vote Conservative at the moment. I will vote Reform. I'm a Reform member. I've been a Reform member since January 2023. I'm a lifelong Tory voter, but I voted Reform last year in the elections, and I'll be voting Reform in May. But I am, before that, Treaty, Grader, Treaty. Black Friday weekend, yeah. Oh, thank you, monitoring. Are you new? Did you join from my shorts? People. Well, I've got a camera. It's just a bloody laptop. It's bricked. I genuinely thought it was the battery because I let it run down. So I was like, oh, it won't come on. It kept turning off and off again. It was doing it a few weeks ago. And then I plugged it in, charged it up, and it just comes on, turns off, comes on. I filmed it. I showed hubby, and he said, yeah. He said, it's had it. I was like, okay. So don't buy an Asus. Antarctica. Hope the family are well. Yeah, I've got an update, and there's some videos on my Penny Bunny channel. Guys, if you like animals and you're new, I do the Penny Bunny stuff where I do all my animals. There's an update on Margaret the Hedgehog that we released last night back into the world after being treated for a lot of horrendous illnesses, and she was very, very poorly. And then I've got the Curious Bunny where I do all me intriguing, bizarre stuff. Bit of true crime over there. Anything that's intriguing me. But yeah, did you, monitoring, did you come over? Hacked. I always thought Asus were much better. They used to be really good than Acer. But anyway, isn't she cute, Lee? She's buggered off though. I'm really upset. She's gone off somewhere, but the lady said she's gone to go and anoint her region or whatever she said, but she'll probably be back. She'll be back. What else was I going to say? Seen Hedgehog on. Yeah, I've put 2 out now. You take care, monitoring. Yeah, did you come from my shorts? The shorts are doing really, really well as well. So big up to all my new subscribers that are coming from the shorts. One of my shorts has got over 6.2 million views on it, which is just mind-blowing. So thank you to all of the 6.6 thousand people that came over from that short. I really appreciate you. And let's try and get people from the shorts over to the live stream so we can all have a good mass debate together. Are you going to cover? I think so, yeah. Monitoring. If once you come a regular, come back a couple of times, I'll give you a wrench. I think so, yeah. I do think we need to get, yeah, that's viral, isn't it? 6.2 million is viral, isn't it? The biggest short I've ever had has got 48 million on it, and it got me 55,000 subscribers. It's absolutely insane. Guys, thank you, Amethyst. Guys, if you want to grow your YouTube channel, get the shorts on. You hit those algorithms, your channel blows up. But it's getting them over to your live streams and to your long form. I don't know how to do that, but does it really matter? No. I'm home from hospital. Oh, Yvonne. Oh, darling, are you doing okay now? Thanks for joining the membership, Amethyst. Seen a few people been drowning in canals. Yeah, Carlos, just before I go, I want to mention that there was a woman, a couple, God, it was about a month ago now, and I was going to cover it as well, actually, just reminded me, in York, not far. And she entered the water and died in a river. So what's this? Add a Q&A sticker. Let me just see what this is. I've got this new thing. I don't want to type, do you like spicy things? There's a little Q&A sticker. This is all new on my phone. You can ask a question. Okay, let me just see if this works. Are you or worse off after Wednesdays? Let's just see if this works. Is this going to work? Something went wrong. What does that mean? Guys, I'm just on my phone. Honestly, this phone, because it's like 3 years old now. I'm getting a new S26. I'm free to upgrade. This is all paid for. I'm getting an S26 when it's out, S26 Ultra. Yeah, so there are people. How are you doing, Yvonne, now? Are you recovering, darling? Are you doing okay? Yeah, so what else? Oh, Donald Trump, after what's happened in Thanksgiving, the other guard has died as well. The other National Guard has passed away today. Donald Trump has permanently paused migration to the US from all third world countries. So we need that here. Like, yeah, they come from Syria where there's war, or Afghanistan or whatever. I'm sorry, but these people are murdering our people. They are killing our people. And I'm sorry, but Crimea River, we look after our own. We need a Donald Trump here. No one should be coming into this country at all illegally. Fact. If you come here illegally, you are a criminal. That's just a fact. You are a criminal. It just pisses me off. Anyway, I had to get this off my chest. I had to have a good moan. I wanted to stream on Wednesday night to discuss all the budget and everything, and I couldn't. So, and then yesterday was just mad busy with the hedgehog. So, guys, if you like animals, please check over on Penny Bunny with Margaret, and hopefully she'll come back tonight. I'll check the cameras in a minute. Did you put some food out for Margaret?
Yeah.
And a drink, yeah?
Yeah.
Thank you. So there we go. Penny, I got the S25 Ultra a few months ago. It's brilliant. You've seen my photography. Yeah. Well, I was going to get the S25 Ultra, but the S23 Ultra, which is what I've got now, there's not that much difference between the 24 and the 25. I like to wait 2 or 3 incarnations. So I left the S25. I thought I'm going to wait for another year, and it's coming out now. I just want them gone. And the thing is, if these people were, I can't even say I support migration for work anymore, because there's too many people in this country. And the only reason why it's gone down, net migration's gone down to 204,000, is because so many Brits have left. They're leaving. And look what's replacing them. It's driving down wages, which is why these people will work for less than minimum wage. Minimum wage is too high. A lot of employers can't afford it. It's just so sad. Yes, I'd waited, hence got this one when I did. I bet you love it. If I had the S22, I would have got the S24, the S25. Now I've got the new one will be out in January, so I'm just going to wait for that. Same price. Hi, Stephen. So anyway, democracy my ass. I can't even put your comments on the screen. Yeah, we weren't asked. Every vote has been to reduce immigration into this country, and I don't think it's racist, because there's many people born here that their ancestors weren't from Europe, and they've been here for a generation, 2 generations, 3 generations. And they're British. They might not be English or Scottish technically, but they're British, and they love this country, and they've put into this country. I've got no problem at all. It's nothing to do with colour. We had the same problem when they opened the floodgates in Europe. We were flooded with Polish, Albanians, all these Eastern Europeans coming in. And literally, undercutting all the workers. We had the same thing, and these people were white. It's not about colour, it's the fact that we're full. That's it. 70 million people on a tiny little island. There's only 150 million people in the entirety of America, of North America. Have a look at the difference in size. It's mad. Absolutely mad. Hi, Ginger Ali. Use it. Yeah, your laptop as well. Mine's a Chromebook, but it's not one of those little crappy ones. I got a decent one. I bought a really good one. It was like £700. It's being replaced. Yeah, it's and then everyone's leaving. Ginger Ali. Honestly, we want to go to America. If I won the lottery tomorrow, I would bugger off to America. That's where we want to go. Right, I'm gonna have to go now because I'm just gonna have something to eat for the years. For years, the main parties have vote for us and we'll lower immigration. Exactly. They are, Stephen. They really, really are. I think, Ginger, they're trying to say it's only at 62. It's more like 70 plus. %1,000,000. These people are so stupid. Did they not listen to what I've just said? Where my subs came from? They came from shorts, not live streams. You've got to get people over from the live stream, from the shorts to the live streams. Are people that stupid? Yeah, they are. These trolls, they don't understand the way that the YouTube algorithm works. And maybe if they did, they wouldn't be so stupid. But there you go. Demographic immigration, they're not building hospitals. Exactly. And then they keep saying we want to build more houses. Well, you build more houses, you're getting rid of all the countryside. It's total madness. All of the hedgehogs, do you know they're going to be extinct in another 10 years? Because we're just getting rid of all their, where they live. Habitat loss. It's just awful. Pubs, yeah. Oh, don't get me started on the pubs. Right, I'm going to go, but I'll be back soon. I do want to make a video on the puberty blocker story because I found some bits out and I will be making a video, but it's been a bit of a manic week with stuff going on. There's been lots going on, and obviously with the hedgehog as well. We had to collect her. And did I post a picture up for that? I think the members, if you remember on Penny Bunny, I think I posted a picture up yesterday of me cuddling her. So have a look. Don't leave me this way. Don't worry. I'll be back. Okay, not tonight, but I'll be back. And I'm sorry I can't show you anything. I'm on my bloody phone and it's nothing. Who wants to look at a blank screen, listen to me moaning? That's child abuse. What is? What? I can't see the chat properly. What am I looking at? Using my phone, laptop playing up. Read that. Taxing little businesses to death. Read that. Pubs are gone. I don't know what you mean, Kaz. What does she mean? Catch y'all later. I will watch The Jungle then. What's Kaz on about? That blocking. Oh, yeah, I know. You wait till you see who's behind it all. Thank you. I'm getting another Chromebook. Al keeps telling me not to because him and Jack have Windows. I like my Chromebooks, not the cheap, nasty ones, because there's some really cheap ones, a decent one. I just love everything on Chrome. It's all in one place. I can be on my phone and I can share stuff from my phone to my laptop. I'll never buy an Asus again, and I'm really surprised because Asus was always far superior to Acer. I'm going to get a Samsung next. I'm going to get a Samsung Chromebook because it'll go with my phone. Right then, guys, you take care, unless this can be fixed, but I don't know. I'm going to ring Asus up and see what they say. All right then, guys, you take care, and I will see you all very, very soon. Ta-ta for now, and lots of love. Don't forget to hit the like and check out Penny Bunny and Curious Bunny if you're not subbed. And I'm also on Twitter. So if you want to check me out on Twitter, I'm on there. I want to be doing more on Twitter and less on YouTube, but we'll see. We will see. Right, see you later, guys. Much love. Ta-ta, and good night, and God bless.